morning, Las Vegas Valley. This is 8 News Now This Morning with Dave McCann, Dana Roselli, neighborhood weather with Sherry Swens, and Beat the Traffic with Brian Loftus and Ken Smith.
Well, coming under fire for serving a delicacy, the Bluefin tuna boycott that has some local chefs and restaurants in its targets. It's a cool blog. Thanks, Brian. Well, the threat of extinction has some boycotting certain restaurants for serving the popular bluefin tuna. Over the last few decades, overfishing has shrunk the Atlantic population by more than 80%. And joining us this morning to talk a little bit more about the boycott and the problems that lie ahead for the bluefin tuna is Mrowka. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
It's an interesting topic, and we've been talking about it for a while, especially with the I-Team in Georgia Knapp. Give us a little bit of background.
Wait, the bluefin tuna is really a magnificent fish. I don't think a lot of people know about it really. It gets to be the size of a Volkswagen Beetle, and it weighs several hundred pounds. Yes, it gets to be 10 to 12 feet in length. It's not like your normal albacore or jack tuna that people are used to eating out of a can. This is a truly magnificent beast. It really is the equivalent of the ocean's lion or top predator. It is a top predator in the ocean along with sharks. Unfortunately, it's been overexploited for a number of years, since the 20th century, and the numbers have dropped over 80% from 1970 levels. So it's been on the radar screen as a species that's in trouble. But it really got pushed to be even in more trouble by the Gulf oil spill, and maybe we could show the map.
Yeah, let's bring the map up. There we go.
There's the map, and in the blue you can see the range of the bluefin tuna where they spawn in the Gulf of Mexico, and they spawn in April and May, which just happened to coincide with when the Gulf oil spill occurred. Also overlaying that blue in the upper right corner is where the oil spill impacted as of early May. That actually spread and was a larger impact zone. Scientists have done a study, and they estimate that 20% or more of the juvenile bluefin that were spawned this spring were killed by either the oil or the dispersants used. So that threat, along with the overfishing and exploitation, led the Center for Biological Diversity to petition to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service that the bluefin tuna be listed on the Endangered Species Act. And since then, the Fish and Wildlife Service and the National Marine Fisheries Service have said that yes, there is a great deal of scientific information that suggests, and they're continuing their study, and hopefully will be out soon with a recommendation.
And right now, I guess restaurants are still using the bluefin tuna, and so that's what the whole boycott's about, is people are saying, well, we don't want to go to those restaurants because they shouldn't be using them.
There's a regulatory agency called the International Commission for the Conservation of Atlantic Tuna. They're supposed to be watching out for this species, as are governments, but unfortunately they've set quotas that their own scientists have said have a 30 to 40% probability that will lead to the extinction of bluefin tuna. So really, there's a failure on the part of regulators and government. So it's up to consumers and the restaurants to dampen the demand. So we are advocating a boycott of bluefin tuna. Buying, selling, serving bluefin tuna is a way for citizens and everyday people to help protect this species, because the regulatory agencies aren't doing it.
And then we've got some websites that you recommended on our website, 8 News Now, and we set up the keyword bluefin, and so folks can go to those websites to get more information.
Exactly. There's a website that'll lead you to the pledge about not consuming bluefin, as well as a website that'll tell you what restaurants in Las Vegas are currently serving bluefin tuna. And so the next step that we hope to do is to continue to approach these restaurants and their chefs, getting them to commit to taking it off the menu. We're continuing to solicit pledges from individuals, and as of this morning we've had over 18,500 pledges in just 2 days. So this is starting to really take off, and we're hopeful that everyday citizens can make an impact on this, because it's all driven by demand. A single bluefin tuna this year sold for $177,000. It goes for $40 a pound market price. So if we can dampen the demand, then there won't be this economics of extinction going on.
All right, well, we're out of time, but thank you so much for the insight. Interesting stuff. Go to the websites, folks, to find out more information, and thanks for coming on this early morning. Dave?
So I'm going to try sushi, but just not the bluefin.
You got it.
We'll see what happens. Drew